word. Here we go. Okay, 6 more than twice the number. Cole, you are up.
That would be 2x plus 6.
You are amazing. 2x plus 6. Now we're doing the odds. All right, we're doing the odds. So Zeb, yes, and it's a fraction bar. Okay, so what?
Is it 2 over
2 over what?
y?
Mm-hmm.
And that's -7.
Now, I don't mind you saying that, but are we starting at -7 or are we starting at 2 over y?
I'm starting at this.
That's right, because we're adding this to this. All right, so -7 is where we start. All right. Now, if you put 2y minus 7 or 2y plus -7, is it the same thing? Yeah, it's the same thing. I don't want you writing it like that, though. All right. So number 5. Okay, Ashley, you're up.
8 parentheses
Now,
and x plus 3.
yes, 8 times the quantity x plus 3. All right, is everybody okay with that? All right, Misha, you get to read me number 7.
10 times the difference of a number and 5. So would it be 5 over x?
Okay, let's break it down now.
Oh, okay.
Let's start with 10 times. What does that mean?
So 10 multiplied. by-
Right, exactly. So I'm going to write 10. Now, here's where I want everyone to make yourself a note. Yes, thank you,
And
kiddo.
then it's x times 5.
You are great. All right. For some of you guys, give yourself a chance first. Read it. Take a deep breath. All right. Then work the problem. Jolie, who sits next to you? Oh, I wonder. Yeah. If he's, does anybody know, is he not feeling well? All right. If you have, which do you have his number? Just text him and say, hey, we're on. Okay. All right. And go into classroom and if he wants to jump on so he doesn't miss the lesson. All right. While you're doing that, I really appreciate that. Hyatt, you're up.
4 times the sum of a number f and 8. Is it 4 parentheses f plus 8?
Yeah. I'm happy with that. All right. Number 11, Jolie.
The conveyor belt travels x after 45 seconds. 45 seconds.
Yes. Very good. 45x. All right. Now, number 13.
Minus 5 is solid and 0 plus 5 dissolved in the same solid as L minus 5.
Wow, that was good. L minus 5. Now, that's the one where a lot of people make a mistake on. All right. Sam, is he taller or shorter than Laura?
He is
Shorter. That's why it's L minus 5. All right. Now, remember, if you're struggling with that or you're not 100%, let me know. All right, Logan, you're up.
so B minus 4x.
15 is correct. All right. Brennan. Whoa, we're on 17, right? Yes, I expected that.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
25 divided by 5 is 5.
Good.
Plus 7 is just 12. Times 6 would be 72.
70. Yes, 72. Thank you. Now, again, as I'm writing the numbers down, if there's a reason why you're not sure it's 72, let me know because you're not using your calculators. Yes, PEMDAS. That's why you should try the problem before Maya gives you the answer. Who usually sits there? Who?
They got the vaccine yesterday, so they don't think it-
Oh, okay.
because Nathan just went up to the office.
Okay. Here we go. 19. Maya.
6 times 15 is 90. And this falls in 8. I've done this for 98.
Thank you. 198. All right, 21.
Okay, so you did the division first. Oh.
It's all right. 21.
Times, so it'd be times 81,
81. Good job. Good mental math.
and then 16,
Good.
0, or 7.
Anything to the 0 power is a 1. Okay, so if you forgot that, now it's time. Make yourself a note. Look over it. Every time you make a mistake, you should be highlighting it. And then no, tonight, look over it. And tomorrow night, look over it. Okay, what's 1 to the 4th? 1. So what do we got?
81 plus 16 would be 97.
Yes, very good. Thank you very much. All right, Tyler, 23. You got some fractions here.
So you change it to multiplication.
Good,
So 3 over 5 times 5 over 4.
good.
And cross out the 5 and get 1s, so just 3 over 4.
Thank you.
And then the next one is
Bless you.
just, then I did the multiplication on the next one, and cross out the 2 and the 6, make the 2 a 1, and the 6 a 3, and then the 5 a 1, and the 15 a 5.
15 a what?
I mean 3,
Good.
and then it's 1 over 9.
1/9. Okay,
And then you can make the common denominator is 18. I mean, not 18. I'm just gonna do 36.
good. Just don't worry. Just
Then you do 9 times 3 is 27. I mean, yeah, 9 times 3 is 27. And 4 is just 4. And 31 is a 53.
I'm just expecting everybody to be able to do that. All right, I'm expecting everyone to be able to do that. Any issues? Anybody? With the fractions? Nobody needs a review. Man. All right. Next. Oh, yeah. 25. Thank you for that. What do we got? Good. All right. Evan, you got 27. You are good, buddy. Thank you. Identity and then multiplication. All right, Luca.
So distribute this.
Thank you, sir. And then 31. Yes, 0 property. And then 33. I tried to trick you on this one. Bless you, bless you, bless you. Shh, shh, shh.
Associate?
We on number 33, right?
Yeah.
So now remember, the reason why you got tricked is because the main thing you do is you look at the order. On the left, it's A, B, C. So on the right, it's what?
BCI.
So is it the right order? No, so if it's out of order, it's automatically. That's right, it's commutative property. All right, it's commutative property. All right, Molly, tell me about 35, kiddo. Wow, that was really good. Multiplicative inverse. Thank you, kiddo. All right, 37, Josh. 7 is a what?
It's a real number of rational.
Is it whole?
Seven.
Oh, you're right. That's my fault. -2. Say it again, buddy.
Real rational.
Thank you. That is correct. All right, very good. All right, 39, we're back up front. Cole, 39. What can you tell me about pi?
It's real.
It's definitely real.
Irrational.
Irrational, it is. Pi is irrational. All right, and now, again, please just speak up if you have a question. All right, and remember, hopefully you learned something last year. It's not doing any good just to write down the answers. You have to participate. If you don't know something, speak up so I can tell you and remind you. All right, 41, Zeb.
Is it rational and real?
Now, so here's a trick question. You have to tell me, Zeb, what's the square root of 36?
Oh. I was looking at 40.
That's okay, come on. So 41 is what?
Is it 6?
Yes. So because it's 6, it's also what?
It's rational. Wait,
It's definitely rational.
It's natural.
It is a natural.
It's a natural
Yes.
and integer.
Yep.
And real.
Yes. So remember, as soon as you check a number, everything to the right is also checked, except it can't be rational and irrational. Okay. So now I'm at 43. Okay, Ashley, you're up, kiddo. 43.
Irrational.
That's right. Thank you, kiddo. And what else? Irrational. Don't forget, all of them are what?
Oh, real.
Yep. Thank you. Thank you, kiddo. All right, 45. I tried to trick you on this one, Misha. What-
Rational?
What is yes, it's definitely rational because it's a fraction. What else is it?
Oh, no.
Yes, it is a whole number. No, it's not because it's negative. I'm sorry. It's what?
Integer.
Integer. And also real. All right. And don't forget, guys, negative 32 divided by 16 is what? Negative 2. All right. That's why it's an integer. All right. Anybody have any questions with those? Knowing the names. Okay, which now brings me to Trey.
When a number is divided by 10, and the result is subtracted from 9. And the result is 1.
Mhm. So let's hear it.
N over 10
Good.
minus 9 equals 1.
Anybody agree with that? Okay. Anybody disagree with that? Tell them.
I did 9 minus 10 over 10.
Why is that?
So the result of multiplication is being subtracted from 9.
Yeah. And again, guys, I'm just telling you, it's just hard for me to teach that, right? It's just, you have to be a good reader. All right. Are you starting with n minus 10? Are you starting with 9? You're starting with 9. You're subtracting from 9. So you're starting at 9. All right. Highlight again if you made a mistake, because I only saw one person disagree. All right. Don't be shy. If you get a different answer, tell me. You might be right. Everyone else can be wrong, and you might be right. All right. Here we go. 49. Tell me, Jolie.
5 subtracted from 3 times the number 8. 7 more than.
Oh, wait a minute. I put 5 subtracted from 3 times a number H is, should be in there. All right, I got my typo here.
Is 7 more than 8 times 5.
All right, so what do I got?
So would you do 3H subtracted from 5
Good.
equals 8, wait.
Come on, you did the hard part.
It's 7 plus 5, 8.
Except remember, more than, less than. Are you starting with 7 or are you starting with the 5?
So,
You with me, right?
yeah.
So that was pretty good. 5H plus 7. And then don't forget, please add in the typo. I'm gonna check that. I'm gonna correct it. All right. Yes.
So I did
H plus 7 times 5.
No, because you're 7 more than what?
And 7 more than H times 5.
Right.
Oh, I didn't.
Yeah, and again, I'm telling you, it's just reading mostly. Okay,
So Mr. Jones, you said what's gonna be on the test.
this is the test, right, guys? That's why I'm saying, if you know this, your test is easy. All right, that's why we're practicing. All right, 51.
So the sum of 1/3 is number J and 2 is 3 more than J. So 1/3 plus J in parentheses. No, and the 2 in front.
Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute.
Wait, hold on. No, I did that wrong. So 1/3 plus J.
I'm just gonna put what you're telling me.
I don't know, because it's like. So sum of 1/3, so it's like adding the sum of 1/3.
Yeah, definitely addition.
J
So
and
what-
2,
so
J
what-
ti- It's J and 2, so J times 2.
No, what are you adding?
J,
And
2.
that's right.
Oh,
So you just have to figure out where the 1/3 comes in. Now, please listen to her. All right. She's walking through. It's very good. All right. So you're adding two things together, right? What two things are you adding together?
J and 2.
Yes, J and 2. But what is the 1/3 about?
Like the sum of.
Nope.
Wait,
Read this piece right here.
1/3 a number J.
How do you do 1/3 of a number? What do you think?
1/3 X.
Yes, 1/3 X.
Oh, okay.
You with me on that, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So again, I'm just telling you to practice because I think, again, that's tricky. Thank you, Misha. Very good. So I have, now look at that and make sure, again, I don't want you to writing it down. I want you to translate it. 1/3 a number. How do you write 1/3 of a number? 1/3 times X. All right. And what are you doing? You're adding two things together.
Mhm. And so then is equal to,
Good.
and then it says, 2 and 3 more than J.
So how do I write? The 2 is already over here,
Yeah, I
right?
didn't mean to say that.
Okay, that's why I'm just
Yeah,
double
I didn't
checking.
mean to say that.
No, everything's good.
3
Come on.
more than J,
So how do I write 3 more than J?
So it's like 3 plus, there's a J plus 3.
J plus 3 is better. Okay, again, you can see they're kind of tricky. If you don't practice, you might make some mistakes. All right, Logan, more practice, no calculator, 53.
You do 5 minus 8, and then it's a double negative, now it's a positive.
Yeah, just tell me the answer if you can do the mental math. That's what we're working on. All right, if you don't know the mental math, you're not sure, you got to tell me. All right, come on, Brennan, 55.
Maybe not push off.
21. Now, don't forget, those are what symbols? Absolute value symbols, correct? So the absolute value of 21 is still what? Still what? Yeah, still positive. Ashley, did I skip you? Did she go? Okay, sorry, I didn't want to skip you. I couldn't remember. Okay, I'm at Maya. -1. If you're not sure about 57, let me know. All right, 59.
Would it be negative 4.55?
Negative.
4.55?
Do you remember that from yesterday? That
Oh,
was the
wait,
that was the answer to yesterday's lesson. I'm kind of proud of you. Do you remember that or did you do it?
I don't think-
Did you? Yeah, because as you can see, I just sometimes I just paste the whole worksheet over for practice. Right? Is everybody okay with that? Anybody? All right, now we have 61. Go ahead.
I just did 12 minus 5, which is 7, and added 0.2, so 7.2.
Yes, very smart. Thank you. 7.02. All right, 63.
3.91.
Yes, thank you. Negative 3.91. All right, I'm pretty happy with you guys. 65. Okay. Here we go.
Would you do
What's that?
well, if it's not gonna be 3/4
Yes, sir, it is.
minus 3/4 per second times the whole negative thing there?
That is exactly correct. Very good. So what is that now?
Um, is that just 0?
Well, they're both negatives, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, sir. Tell me what that is.
3/4.
Right? And then reduce it from, yeah, but we leave it as an improper fraction, negative 3/2. Do you have a question?
Yeah, when you take off the left, put 1 and 1/2.
Say it again.
When you take off, put 1 and 1/2.
No, I don't want to see it though. You with me? I don't really care. Again, it's all about listening. All right, when you get further along in advanced math, we don't do mixed fractions. It's always improper. Or it's always improper. All right. So now after 65, again, the fraction's generally the problem, so you're allowed to speak up. Luca,
Would you make the 5.5 4/8?
yeah, well, I mean, you would change this to what fraction?
1/2.
Yes, but I want you to say it properly now. Come on. -5/2, right?
Yeah.
So just to make sure, -3 3/8 minus 5 1/2. So now what do I have to do?
You have to find the combination of those.
And so what would the 1/2 become?
Uh, 4/8.
Yes, sir. And now what?
You add them,
Yep,
and it would be -8/7.
-8 and what?
Over 7/8.
Well, not over, but -8 7/8.
Okay.
Do you agree with that or not?
Yep.
Okay, tell me.
Could you change the?
Yeah, 3/8. I don't like changing to 3/8 mostly because most people don't know 3/8 is 0.375.
Yeah.
If you know that, it's sometimes easier. But again, I always just tell kids fractions are much easier to work with. All right. No. If you said the answer was -8.7. Yeah, -8.875. I'm not marking it wrong if it's right. I'm just saying fractions are easier. Yes, ma'am. Well, okay, so listen, kiddo. No big deal. What's 0.5 as a fraction? Yeah, you see what I'm saying, right? So don't be confused. The whole number stays and then you just do the decimal. Okay, I'm still happy, guys. That's good. All right, so now 69, go ahead. Are you doing it?
Oh.
Yes, you, right? You're after Luca. So just tell me what the answer is. And then I'm gonna need somebody's confirmation on this.
Negative, no positive.
5 point what? Anybody else get 5.42? Did you get that? What'd you-
I got 4.3 negative.
Yeah, I didn't get 5 either.
You just add 'em.
What did you get?
I got positive 4.4.
4.42. Anybody else?
I just got
4.42. It's definitely positive, right? Negative times a negative. Now, again, it's just a good example. Please don't just say, okay, 4.42 and write it down. If you made a mistake, it's going to be on the test. Practice your multiplying decimals. All right? What do you mean, would I just add them?
Like negative 0.2 plus negative 0.17.
No, this is multiplication. That means negative 2.6 times negative 1.7. If it was without the parentheses, then you would add them. But because it's the parentheses, that tells you to do what? Multiply. Good on that now?
Yep.
All right. Anybody have any questions with that? All right. Jackson,
So you don't line it up.
for number 71, right? So what am I doing?
-2 and 7/10.
So we're going to change that to what? No. Now, remember, whenever you're multiplying and dividing by fractions, you have to use improper fractions. So convert that first.
It's 20 plus 7, so 27%.
Yes, 27 over 10 times what?
Times 9.
Times,
Oh, 29 over 20.
degree, it's multiplying by the reciprocal, right, Jackson? What?
Why, wait, so why on this one would you make that an improper fraction?
Because we're not adding and subtracting.
Oh, so.
Multiplying and dividing requires improper fractions. All right, requires. Okay, so now what am I reducing here, Jackson?
The 10 can go 1 and the 20 can go 2.
And then,
The 9 can go 1 and the 27 can go 3.
so your final answer,
6 over 1.
which is? Don't forget, on the test, everybody makes a mistake. They forget to look at the sign. What sign do we have?
Multiplication.
Positive or negative?
Oh, negative.
Negative what?
2 over 1.
Yeah, so we're just gonna say 6.
Ah,
6 over 1 is just 6. All right? Help me out with 73, Molly.
So I have to do 15 for the
Well, 6 doesn't go into 15.
30.
30, there you go. So the first fraction is gonna be a what? What am I multiplying by?
10.
Right? Second one's gonna be,
12.
you're awesome. And then,
And then 25.
amazing, good work, kiddo. So now tell me what the final answer is.
23 over 30.
Yay, good job, girl. 23 over 30. Very nice. All right, Josh. 75.
On Saturday afternoon, Armand sent 5 text messages each hour for 5 hours, and Tyrone sent Pete text messages every hour for 4 hours, which following represents the total number of messages sent by Armand.
Which one? You're awesome. Thank you. Believe it or not, guys, that's on the SATs. All right, that's embarrassing. That's so easy. All right, that was directly off the SATs. All right. So Cole, back up here. 77.
Three pound slice of pizza is sliced in half and each half is sliced in thirds. What is the weight in ounces of each slice?
So if you have 3 pounds, let's first figure out the weight in ounces. How many ounces is that going to be? Shh. Everybody try the problem. You try to get the problem on your own. All right. And then you can see if you're ready. All right. This is off of the ACT. No, this is actually SATs again. All right. Directly off the SAT.
48 pounds.
48 ounces. That's correct. So the pizza weighs 48 ounces. Now you got to tell me what each slice weighs.
So, over 2.
Good.
224.
Good.
Divided by 3.
Yes, sir.
8.
Yay, he's correct. First thing he did, he's divided it in 2. And then he divided it by what? Divided by 3. However, what I better would be, okay, if you cut it in half, and then if you cut it into thirds, this is what I'm hoping you're looking like. Even though my slices aren't exactly the same. All right, so we could have just divided by 6 right off the bat. All right, but that's excellent. Very, very good. All right, is everybody happy with that? Okay, let's talk about 79. You're up. Read it.
The sales manager of a company awarded a total of $3,000 in bonuses to the most productive salespeople. The bonuses were awarded in amounts of $250 or $750. If at least one $250 bonus and at least one $750 bonus were awarded, what is one possible number of $250 bonuses?
Okay, this is directly off the SAT as well. All right. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause for just a minute. And I'm going to let everybody figure this out. Recording. Misha, what did you get? 8. Trey, 9. 12. Somebody else. 7. Somebody else. Josh, 9. Tell me, Cole.
4.
4. 9. 8. 9. 9. Good job. 13. Don't be afraid to be wrong. That's really good. It doesn't matter. What? 9. Good. Jackson. What are you thinking? 8. Molly? That's totally okay. I'm glad you said that also. Right. Is everybody good on this? All right. Now look, guys. The main thing I can try to teach you is you don't know something. That doesn't mean you can't figure it out. You're smart enough to figure this out. All right. So step number 1, you have to give at least what? 1 750 and 1 250. So I'm just disappointed if some of you just don't write 750 and 250. That's what you should be doing. So right off the bat, if you have to give one of each, how much money did you just give out? $1,000. How many do you need to give out? 3,000. So you could give what? Since there's 1,000 right there, you could just do what?
Get 8 more 250s.
Well, okay, yeah, yes. I'm just saying, to me, logically, we just gave away how much money?
$1,000.
How many do I need to give away? 3,000. So I could just do that how many times? 3 times. I'm just not understanding where some of you are just sitting there going, I have no idea. Does everybody understand? 250 plus 750 is what? $1,000. And you have to give away 3,000. So you could say, okay, I'm going to give away 3 of each. But it only asks for what? The 250. So one answer is 3. Does everybody agree? Now, how many 250s are in 750? 3, right? So I could essentially come over here and say, well, I'd rather give away more smaller. So if I take a 750 away, I'm going to do what? Add 3 to the other one, which would be how many? 6. So 3 or 6. Now I come over here and say, well, I'd rather even give more employees more. So I'm going to take 1 more away, and then that'll be what? 9 altogether.
So it can be correct.
Yeah.
Then I could say, well, I'm gonna cross out this 750 and add 3 more. Is that true or false? False. Why? You have to have at least one. Now look, on every math test, we're gonna have SAT and ACT thinking questions. You practice in class during the review. You're not allowed to sit there and say, I don't know how to do that. Everybody in here can do what I did. Everybody in here can just put those numbers down and try to think about how to make $3,000. All right. If you don't, there's a problem. All right. Really. All right. That is not that hard. Does everybody agree with me? That was not that hard. So there were 3 options. You could have said 3, 6, or 9. Everybody happy with that information? All right. Now, I don't know exactly what time the bell rings, but I'm going to close up shop. It's going to ring right now. Listen, here's what I want to say about tomorrow. Hey, Jackson, I want you to listen. Tonight, if you're worried about making a good grade, you should just go ahead and do the whole thing. All right, then we'll study in class tomorrow. All right, have a great day, Ashley.
Thank you.